Lavalier is on. Hopefully you can hear me. Got a fire going. And we're going to try and get some stuff cleaned up here in Kenny's shop today. I don't know how exciting it's going to be, but you'll be here to keep me company, I hope. Let's try and get those likes up over 100 today. And I don't know. I think the record for the channel so far for a single day is somewhere near 70,000. Go ahead and let's see if we can get up over 70,000 views, huh? Probably going to be here for at least 2 hours or so, 120 minutes, and we'll see where that gets us. Can't get much done sitting here, that's for sure. How's everybody doing today? See, we got 2 watchers already. That's all my stuff. That's a dead soldier. I need to empty a garbage can. Dude. We're a little far away from getting that one running, Ant. It ain't got no gas in it. It ain't got no motor in it either. Ain't got no engine. Well, the engine's in it. I gotta get a trash can here. What a mess. I don't know why we let this get this bad. Every time I say, we're not going to let this happen again. And what happens? It happens again. Thank heavens today is a garbage day, because Lord knows we're going to have enough of it. Oh my goodness. I keep telling him not to make these that heavy. And he continues to make them that heavy. One garbage bag. Now, where's the new one? Anybody know where the garbage can liners are? Greetings from Pakistan. Hey man, yeah, we're doing good, Ant. Doing real good. Merry Christmas. The good guy. There they are. Over there. Why they're all the way over here, I'll never know. That's where they are. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Hope everyone's doing good today. Ouch. Garbage everywhere. If we just threw garbage away, it wouldn't get this dirty. Nah. That's a long way away, Raza, from Pakistan. We're no hello from Maine. Happy New Year. Hello from southwestern Pennsylvania. Yeah, we're in no shape or form ready to hire anybody. I can tell you that. I mean, we could definitely use the help. Don't get me wrong there. But we are in no shape or form ready to pay anybody. Huh. Wonder how many of those I have now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That monster is charged. So is that one. Okay, moving right along. So this is how I usually clean. I don't get carried away. Just start walking around, putting stuff where it belongs from one point to another. Stay one place till you got a handful. Just got to go someplace else. That's all there is to it. It is not rocket science, that's for sure. Not rocket science. Trying to get a fire going. See what that'll get us. I think Raza would pay me. I just want to fulfill my dream of working in an American garage building and restoring old muscles. Well, I don't know how much old muscle we're working on. Old junk, maybe, Raza. I can promise you that. Old junk. I tell you. It's amazing. That needs to go. The amount of junk that we don't throw away. Dude, I love how real you are. Mongo, what's up, Memphis Bleak? 87 Suzuki FSSS 8 3-cylinder. Ouch. You need 5 more, my friend. 5 more cylinders. What a mess. What a mess. I have like 17 drills. Why do I need 17 drills? That was a question I had posed to my buddy Garnett Tools, was why, as mechanics, do we continually seek out tools? That'll hurt me. Even after we own everything that we will probably ever need, why are we still looking for tools? He didn't have a good answer for me. Well, I didn't watch the whole video either. That could be a problem. Have you guys seen what color we're painting this truck yet? I showed it the other day, but I don't know if any of you guys were here or not. Blue and tan. That is the color we are painting it. I think it's going to be good. The main part of the truck is going to be this blue. The stripe will be this tan. This is desert, light desert tan. And this is dark shadow blue, metallic. With me standing here, it's not focusing on it very well. I'm good, Con. Looks transparent on the front end. You mean the front end of the truck is transparent, meaning it's not there? I agree with you. Put my tools away, man. I'm trying to get this little bench cleaned off here so that I can, I got to do some welding on the back of that cab. Well, I need to get everything cleaned off is what I need to do. Whoa, you're coming with me. Enough of just sitting there. It's time to get busy. What a mess we have made in the shop. Whoa. Today. Okay. That goes in there. My screwdriver thing is gone. 3/4. These are important to have in the shop. They're also a pain in the butt when you don't untangle them after you're done using them and put them away. Goodness gracious. Well, that didn't pan out like I wanted it to. What the? Oh my goodness gracious. This is what you guys wanted to see today, right? A grown fat man struggle with a a battery charger. Trying to get it untangled. Yay! Let go. Okay. There is that. There is that. Look at that. Woo! Now, where do I put it? Because my electrics drawer is clean full. If any of you guys work for Harbor Freight or you have connections at Harbor Freight, boy, I would love a Harbor Freight whatchamacallit, toolbox for free. What do I do? How are you? I am a heavy equipment service manager by day and a hobbyist YouTuber by night. I make pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Usually I'm pretty good. I'll tell you if I don't know something, I'll tell you that. I'm not going to bullshit you because that's not fair to you guys. Got some Christmas presents here. Yeah, if I don't know something, I'm not just going to make up a story and try and bullshit you and make you think that I know what I'm talking about. I'll just tell you I don't know what I'm talking about. I got two of these. KJ got me one too. For those of you who are just coming up and are looking for a special tool, go get yourself a DiResta ice pick. Jimmy DiResta. You will not regret that decision, I promise you. What a mess. Found the grinder. I better check that out. That didn't sound good. It's burning. Turn the fan on. Hey, we got heat. We've got heat. For those of you wondering why the heater's on and the garage door's open, mainly to get rid of junk. Ooh, looks like I got to answer some questions. We'll take a little break here and answer questions. All right, where are we at? Raza, that's a lot of muscle. Hi, early stream. Hello, Chevy 5-speed. Yeah, not as early as the dailies that we're doing, but it's earlier today because I am off. Well, it's not too much, but it still makes the most noise in my town compared to other cars around. Haha. That's cool. I'm doing well, Chevy 5-speed. Thank you so much. The Mechanic's Curse. Hi, Con. Looks transparent. How are you? I am well. Thank you for the love and respect. Make sure you guys smash that like button. We talked about what I did, changing my life. I am changing my life one day at a time. The wife and I, in case you guys are wondering, have been getting up early. Well, today it wasn't that early. I got up at about 8 o'clock, but our plan is to get up around 6 o'clock and hit the gym. I have a full gym in my house. My son was I wouldn't say an elite athlete, but he was a pretty good high school athlete, and we had a full gym in the house. And I am going to start making use of it. I don't know if you guys watch Instagram much, but there's a guy on Instagram that does a real simple dumbbell routine, and I've started to do that. And it's amazing how quickly you can burn your arms out with some dumbbells. I'll tell you that. I need some advice. I'm 20 years old. I'm doing software engineering, and I can't understand it. I wanted to do automotive engineering, but my dad forced me to go for software. So now what can I do? Oh, well, Raza, couple of, I guess, from the old Mongo man here. Learn everything you can where you are. In the automotive industry today, software is going to be very, very important. I know you want to do automotive engineering. However, uh, as of right now, I'm willing to bet as a software engineer that your talents would be just as much realized in the automotive industry as they will for anything else. Start leading that way. Start looking into how engines run, the things that has to happen in the computers to make them run, and start to understand the ins and the outs of that. I would say start, do a bunch of reading on engines, how engines operate, things of that nature in your spare time, if you have any. I know software engineering is probably a pretty serious thing to be studying, and most of your time is probably uh, being used up for that. But I would definitely, if that's your passion, stay true to that, and mold what you're doing into that passion. Man, I didn't realize my nose was that messed up. Hopefully that helps. Memphis Bleaks World. Am I oiling up tonight? Nope. Looks like an old Ford Country Living. It's a 1986 F-150. Raza, do what you want to do. In the end of the day, your father won't provide for you when you are his age. That's right, and that's something I've been telling KJ here as of recently. That uh, I like that he has learned from everything that I've done, and I think now that he's going to be 21 this year, in 2025 he'll be 21. He is starting to branch out and make his own decisions, and what I mean by that is big decisions, which I have given him all the tools that I think I can give him at this point, and I think it's time for him to start making those decisions on his own, and he is. Him and his girlfriend are starting to branch out and do things on their own, which is always encouraging, and I definitely enjoy watching him grow. My holiday is going well. Today has been relatively quiet. I only had a couple calls on the work phone versus yesterday, where I may as well have just went to work rather than stay home. Uh, Trump 2024. Let's bring America back to us. I do believe that these next couple years are going to be whether we give President Trump the what's the word I'm looking for here? Not the onus, but whether we allow him to take credit for everything. I think that we are definitely going to be doing some stuff here in the Americas or in America over the next couple of years for sure. For sure. Cali Breeze. Unfortunately, I don't have Cash App. True. I guess you're right. Hello, I'm deep from India, I would imagine. Please. Another message held for review. All friends request my YouTube channel. Please like to subscribe. Austin Skelton. I am Optimus Prime. Autobots. What does he say? What does Optimus say? Autobots. Now is the time. I don't know. Dublin, Erie. I wish I had a 76 Ford four-door long bed. I am looking for a 76, 7, 8, 9 extended cab, super cab. Autobots, roll out. There it is. Thanks, Raza. That was on the tip of my tongue. I couldn't think about what it was. I was always an Optimus Prime fanboy, even before the action movies came out. The back in the day when it was what it was, when Transformers were just coming out. All right, I am caught up with everybody's comments. 60 watchers. I saw it bounce over 100 there real quick. Guys, keep up the good work. I got to get back to work. My husband still owes you money. I'm sorry. Whoa. He does? I mean, I don't recall that, but if you say so. I smell something that I don't like what it smells like. Something hot, something burning. I don't see anything though. All right, I want to get this hello from Brazil. Hello from southwestern Pennsylvania. I want to get this bench cleaned off today. That's my main objective. So get my bench cleaned up, get most of this. I guess it's not all that bad. Be careful. Yes, sir. Of fire, yeah. My brother sells outdoor wood stoves, and he's been on me to get one. I had one back in the day, but it was in a real bad car wreck and broke my back in two places. And what? No, I broke my back in one place and broke a bunch of ribs. But the cutting and splitting firewood is not my favorite thing to do anymore. Being 200 pounds overweight probably has a lot to do with it. I figured out what the smell is. I've got this thing in my pocket, and I'm lighting it inside of my pocket in my hoodie here, and it's burning the fuzz out of the inside of that pocket. So yeah, better not do that anymore. Anybody else have any comments before we get rolling again here? KJ's got another hour and 10 minutes of work, then he'll be headed this. Sorry to hear, sir. Well, we're back up and running. I mean, being 200 pounds overweight sure doesn't help things, but I am starting to feel better already. Like I said, my wife and I are getting up early in the mornings now, and I'm starting a new routine, starting to try to do up a new routine. And so what that is going to consist of is hitting the gym for about 15 to 20 minutes, riding the bike. Hey, what's up, 1800 man? And then I'm doing the live for you guys that or the news thing, kind of what am I calling it? Your daily dose of Mongo. Nothing much. I sub. Thank you so much. The daily dose of Mongo, which is going to be a 10-minute show every morning. It might be longer, might be less, depending on what I have to talk about that day. And then getting the day rolling. Trying to get things moving and keep things moving forward rather than backwards. I got everybody. I got everybody personal planners for Christmas for presents, and let's see what that does for us. Yeah, I'm working on my 70 Chevelle. That's awesome, brother. What engine's in your 70 Chevelle? I'm going to be looking for a cameraman soon. Trying some herbal tea after a meal. Yeah, that would definitely help, probably. It's just I've got so many injuries and so many things, and everything hurts all the time. All the excuses that you normally hear from fat people who are trying to lose weight. Oh, you went LS with it. That's cool. I'm not one of those guys that's going to put down people putting an LS in their vehicle because I get it. I get it. You want something reliable that you can jump in, have fun, drive, and from what I've seen, there really isn't much out there that's going to make power as cheaply as the LS package does. And reliably. Those stupid things are reliable. It's just I wish that they would have done a little bit better engineering on the rest of the vehicle around the engine. I am not a fan of Chevrolet engineering when it comes to the vehicle itself. Never really have been. And that goes all the way back to the square body Chevys. I don't understand why they had to make it so doggone complicated to do anything under the dash, to do anything like that. It doesn't need to be that. Supercharger. Exhaust coming out the sides. That's cool. NASCAR style X-pipe. The holy NASCAR power and the engine going out of the hood. Supercharger. Hey, David. Hello. How are you? The other day I was looking for these because there's like 7 of them in the garage, and I think I just found them all. Oh, that one still has a battery on it. I don't like putting my tools on the board here with batteries in them. A couple reasons why. You lose that battery. What is all over that? You lose that battery because it's on the board, number one. Number two, it should be on the charger. So you know where it's at and you know what you're doing with it. Anything else over here need burnt? Doesn't look like it. I like Ford and Chevy because they're both American made. Copy that. I prefer Ford because I know how to fix them better than Chevys, I guess. I need a couple more meters, it looks like. Come with me and you'll see all the junk I've got in the back of my truck. It's pretty nice actually today. The Roadrunner is just magnificent. Roadrunners are cool. They never caught on quite like the Charger did, though. Joe's got to go into the shop for some work, so I need to get all of my stuff out of him. And you'll see in a world of what in the Sam Hill? Click, click, electrical, click. Go that way, please. Don't stay here with me. And you'll be this dirty little son of a gun's gonna be heavy. Mechanic at work the other day, I took the truck in to get its PM. He said it's got a pinion seal leak, rear main's leaking, driver seats wore out. So all that stuff needs to be taken care of. Suzuki's, Toyotas, and Hondas. How many miles? 76,000 on Joe. 2023 Super Duty. Woohoo! Those are all full. This is good. This is real good. And you'll be in a world. I don't know whose this is. Might be mine, might be Kenny's. I don't know. Huh. That ain't gonna fit under there. There's a bench here, guys. It's an amazing thing. Didn't know if I'd ever see it again. Oh, come off it. Jesus. And you'll see, these are all my pliers that need to go back on the wall. Put you guys up here. A cold start of my cars. I really don't have any cool cars, guys. Electrical. Been looking for them for a long time. You know what? Let's get something done here. I'm bored of cleaning already. Come with me to the other side of the shop where we got to do some wiring. It's lonely living in America once you settle down someplace nice. No, heck no. I always said, if you're lonely, it is your own fault. Especially today. There are so many people in this world. Right now, I've got 31 of you guys hanging out with me. Am I lonely? I'm definitely not lonely. Oh, I got all these voices in my head that talk to me all the time. Check this mess out. This is what I'm going to work on right now. That's the wiring harness for this thing. The engine harness. Your own place in the American countryside. Trying to find a good spot to put you guys where you'll be able to watch me mess with this thing. That ought to work. I can still read you, see you, all of that jazz. Oh, what the hell he's got going on here. This is not an ideal place for radio. I can promise you that. Not an ideal place at all. All right, what do we got here? I think there's 2 harnesses, if I'm not mistaken. This truck is EFI. And it has got stuff scattered every which where. Uh-huh. 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 And what I'm going to try and do here is stop any future problems from happening with this wiring harness, because I don't want any future problems with it. This old 80s plastic can be brittle. Da-da-da-da. La, 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 la. I had about 17 rolls of tape. Currently cannot find a single one. This could be a problem. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. And you'll be nothing natural right there. Aha. Green. I have green. I don't want green. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Oh, there's some more. Let's get a rag or 3 or 4 and some wash thinner. I'm back. I heard you miss me. I'm back. Well, sir, it was nice chatting with you. I'm going to sleep now. See you. Take care. See you later, Raza. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother. What do you think of this mess, guys? And you'll be... That wire doesn't have any insulation on it. What I'm looking for here is damage in this harness anywhere, if there is any, that I can take care of while I have it apart. And then I want to tuck everything back in here nice and neat just like it was. Happy and hunky dory. Can you be? I did this exact job to KJ's big truck whenever we rebuilt it because the engine harness in those Super Duties, oh boy. This tape that they use underneath it here isn't a vulcanizing tape like regular 3M electrical tape. It gets really brittle over time. And it doesn't stick. Okay. What kind of mess do I got here? I realized watching a guy go over a factory loom is probably just about as much fun as watching paint dry. But this is most definitely one of the things that sets our trucks apart from, I don't want to say everyone else's, but from most of the jabronis out there. And yes, we are jabronis. I am including myself in that grouping of jabronis. No idea where that orange wire goes. We are no different other than maybe sometimes I can convince KJ to spend a little bit more time on the details, making things look better, making things better overall. Like this wiring harness right here. Is this better or worse for this harness? I'd like to think it's better for it. Lord knows we're going to get rid of a lot of this hard, brittle plastic that's in here. What usually happens here, though, is I will get a little overzealous and maybe wrap this up just a little differently than it was from the factory. Yeah, that ends there. These usually have a stringer in them. Comes back. Into the harness. So far, so good. I haven't, knock on wood, seen anything terrible here. Other, well, yeah, just when I said that, what I go and find. Looks like someone may have been in here with a test light poking away at stuff. Which I get. Sometimes you have to do what you got to do. But if you're going to do that, at least go back in and cover it up so it doesn't corrode again. It gives me more of a problem a couple years down the road. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? Hey guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, check the other content on the channel out. KJ and I have been at this for a little over 3 years hardcore here. The channel's a little over 10 years old at this point. I've been at it for 10 years, trying to make a name for us on the YouTubes here. And, well, we are definitely locally known. I think a lot of that has to do more with the car shows that we run. KJ, Julie, my wife, everybody from the church all pitches in every year for a big car show at St. John's. Last year, I think we had, what did we have? 100 and some cars at that show. So that's the one I already did. I can just go right over it. And we will stop right there. And figure out where we're going to go with the rest of this mess. And you'll be in a world of OSHA violation. You guys sing to yourselves when you work? I like to sing. Hello, Bruno. How are you? Just going to move this so you guys can see me again. Well, sir, it was nice. Yep, we've already talked about that one. Bruno Mar with Rosie. I can only imagine where that's going. I should be over there sanding on that cab. Getting it ready to go. Probably going to have to go get some wood soon, I imagine. Hey, Chihuahua, what's going on here? Does that really go into that harness? This is a mess. Algeria, welcome. Welcome to the channel from Algeria. You guys see how brittle that is? Anybody that, I'm sure it's been under the hood of this truck its entire life. Somebody did some repairs here on it because it's got some real tape on it. I couldn't imagine making wiring harnesses every day for a living. Like somebody had to do all this, right? Back in the 80s. Okay. And you'll be in a world of OSHA violations. That tied off. You're welcome. Wow. Sawad, I guess is how we would pronounce that. I think I'm going to run out of tape before I run out of harness. Do, 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 do. I took a mental note of that when we were tearing that apart. I knew there was 3 wires there, and the third one had disappeared. Glad I found it and put it back where it belonged. There's a junction. I'm going to get down here so far and stop because a lot of that stuff down there is so soaked in oil from being in the engine compartment that I'm going to have to clean it up. I think that is it for that roll. If you want to see paradise, open up your eyes and view it. Nothing to it. All right. Again, let's clean this up. Thanks. I was watching a lot of stuff. What's your opinion on titanium? Harbor Freight welders. What are you doing with it? Sal? It's not something I think that I would rely on every day. If you are a hobby welder, I flux core. If you're going to go flux core, why would you go titanium? Mm. Like I said earlier, this stuff is full of oil or something. It was on sale. I mean, you're not probably, again, if you're not using it every day, if it's going to be something that you're using like hobbyist wise, it's they're I'm told they're not bad. I don't know personally from my own personal experience, because I do not own one. I have a Lincoln over there. My Lincoln is right there, and I'll tell you this much: I'm not going to say anything bad about Lincoln welders because I have put all kinds of wire through that poor little thing. My big brothers uh, make fun of me all the time because of it. How much wire I've put through that poor little welder. This is one of the things one of the reasons I like doing this stuff right here. Give me a second and I'll show you. This is there's a diode in this harness. Not real sure what these plugs are for or where they go, but I do know that there is a diode on them. Plans for the holiday? Just chilling here at the house. See that little diode right there? That's pretty cool. Don't really have a whole lot of anything planned. Just kind of ringing in the new year, nice and quiet, simple. At least I think that's what we're planning on doing. We really didn't want to cover that up, but we're going to. I'm going to leave that much sticking out so you know what's in there. It says diode, and maybe that's what it's designed to be. That little flag sticking out like that. Nice. Nice. The standing. To pick up that up, damage it. If I needed to paint the bottom of it like that, nah, you can't just throw it up like that. It usually we'll put a piece of plastic, a piece of corrugated on the floor underneath it, but it won't damage it. Again, just don't get overzealous with it. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I got one really short wire. It's not letting me do what I want to do. I want to do something like that. We stood it up like that last night when Kenny was done painting it. It takes up a lot less floor split space that way. It's always a good time when you're dealing with wires. Yeah. And like I said, I like to make these look pretty good because it really does make the difference whenever you put this thing back together, how it looks. Not that it matters to me, matters to the next guy that's going to own this truck. And it does, believe it or not, matter to the longevity of the truck, how much longer it is going to run. Back when they built this truck, they didn't know too much about Hall effect and things of that nature. So the condition of these wires is pretty important. It still is on Hall Effect, don't get me wrong, on the new systems. But they're dealing with voltages now more so than resistance readings, which is what these older trucks rely on a lot for these fuel injection systems. That looks a lot better than it did, don't you think? There's that diode. I'm just going to finish this up. I think that's going to come out of it right there. Whew. Time is it? 3:36. I got to see when what's his name's going to close. Actually, I should just call KJ here and have him stop and get some more electrical tape. As I am running out of electrical tape. I think I've got green and red left. I don't want to use green and red. Green and red mean different things in the electrical world. And we don't want them to mean that on this here truck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this harness is full of oil. Clear full of oil. I always think it's funny the mess I make when I tear these harnesses apart like this. The stuff that ends up on the floor before I'm done. What I'm doing here is wiping all the oil off of this harness. I'm probably going to have to shut you guys off here in a little bit so that I can call KJ and tell him to bring me home some more. Ooh, I know what these wires are. This is the fuel pump relay. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, because I'm not going to get much further with this, that's for sure. What's funny is this is all engine harness. There's no lights here. The light harness is still in the front end. I'll have to go through it as well. Clean it all up, tire it off. I did this with Clifford. I did this with Pat. Did this with Henry. Did this with my truck, BOV1. Trying to get where you guys can see me here. That way you just don't hear me. You can see what I'm doing. Like I said, I believe this is the fuel pump relay. There you go. That is that side. Looking way better than it did. For sure. I know one thing. My shoulders are feeling the workout this morning. This is a resistor of some sort. How do I know it's a resistor? Well, because of the way that it is. That's what those guys always say, right? I think this is AC stuff. This harness is actually in very, very good condition. Coil and uh, the condenser for the coil. So this harness, this bad boy, is on the engine for sure, because this is your coil connection and then the condenser connection. There's no doubt that this harness goes up to the engine. Again, like I said, there's no lighting on this harness. This is all engine controls. I'm going to have to go over and see if I have any black tape. Spout connector, take that out to set base timing. This will plug into your TFI4 module. We got this. This harness is just about kicked, man. Just about kicked. Well, I lied. Let me see if I got any more black tape. Raw. Na 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 na. Whoa, that's hot. Na 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 na. White. I got white. No black tape. I have no more black tape. Bring home body work. Bring home black tape, Kenny. I don't have any black tape left. Bring some home. Am I a cop? I am not a cop. I got bored with body work. And I know how much you wanted to do this harness. Merry Christmas, bro, from Greece. Merry Christmas from southwestern Pennsylvania. Three brand new rolls coming my way. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Australia. What you working on? A 1986 F-150. Frame up restoration of this bad boy. This truck's name is Larry. We're in the midst of a full paint job. Four-wheel drive conversion. It was two-wheel drive. It'll be four-wheel drive before we're done with it. It's quite the project. Something that we always do here this week. These 2 weeks of being off. Man, why? Why? Why is this so convoluted? Goodness gracious me, oh my. Thank you. Shit. That's cool. I've got a 68 in the building. Sweet. Aha. So that's where that's going. And that's why it's protected the way that it is. Okay. So what my plan is here now, I'm going to do all of these joints like this in the green. Then I'll come back over the whole harness in black once we get some more tape, which I'm told is on its way. DeWalt better than Milwaukee. Fight me. No. You're allowed to think whatever you want to think, even though it is wrong. Oh, man. I would have never guessed. This is going to be. Look at this mess. Look at how crumbly and crimply that stuff is. Let's turn you guys this way a little bit. Whoa. You done fell off the bench. Stay on the bench. What motor? 302, Mr. Coffee. It's right there. I just stuck myself with a knife. It didn't feel good. I'm not bleeding. I was working. Beautiful, nice motors. They stroke out good and sound nice. Yeah. This truck is going to be on. Well, it is on 6 inches of lift, and it's got 35s on it right now. So the 302 is going to be a gutless wonder, but it is what it is. It is what we have. Let's put it that way. KJ has my son Kenneth, who isn't here right now. He actually is at work. I took the time off so we could work on this truck, and he took Pam to work with him today. Pam is a 86 Super Cab 8-foot bed. This is just a regular Cab 8-foot bed with a 351 Windsor in it, and he's a fan, to say the least, of how that engine runs compared to these 302s, which is actually surprising to me because I've heard so many people say that the 351s didn't perform any better than the 302s, but no, not according to Kenny. All right, I can't get much further ahead of myself here. I need to get this tied in here. If you guys were around earlier, I was talking about the wife and I just started working out again. And I am telling you what, I wasn't feeling it earlier, but the old shoulders are screaming right now. I probably couldn't stand by hand right now if I had to. I think that's why I came over here to do this, because my shoulders were hurting. Wow, is that tight? Oh, that's why. Okay. There's a junction in here. That old tape gets so brittle. Hard as woodpecker lips, is what my old man would have said. Okay. That's those. No, Peter Griffin. No, I don't need a doctor. Thousand horsepower Cortina with the 302 was blown up a few times though. Yeah, I heard the 302s won't take much more than 500 before they break in half. Hi. Hello. No. Okay. Back at it. Peter Griffin. I should probably watch that show. Enough of you guys think I look like the idiot. I know you're trying just to get at me, but it doesn't work, guys. It does not work. Thank you, Snow. Appreciate that. Yeah, the wiring harnesses aren't my favorite thing either, but it's one of those necessities that you got to take care of to get it right and to make it what you're after in the long run, right? Man, oh day, this is a mess if I ever saw it. Okay, this is interesting how that still has the hook on it. I don't know if they do that for strain relief, but they always run a piece of tape up the harness. This isn't the first time I've seen that done. Finally. I'm building a 62 5-ton Chevy sitting on a 1960 GMC 4000 frame with a 305 V6. Nice first gen Allison transmission. Going to take both single cabs and weld them together and make a crew cab. That sounds like a cool project. I'm eventually, if KJ ever lets me, I have a, I don't know what, I think it's an 04, 014. No, I don't think it's a 14. It's probably an 04. International with a DT 466E in it that only has, oh, it's low hours, low miles, higher hours. It was a mill truck. It was inside of one of the mills here, and I want to put that motor in like a 72, no, 67, not 72, into a 67-ish F600 and put it on airbags and drop that thing on the ground. I like those trucks. So, what's interesting here is you see how this goes? I think there's going to be a turn in that. So, I'm going to go ahead and tie that together and put that turn in it. And later, whenever we go to put it together, we'll probably find out that it was wrong. And it's going to end up looking stupid wherever it has to go. But it sure does look like it goes that way. Everybody's waiting for a break. Wow. I think I might wait on KJ to finish this one up. With that black tape and just run with it. It's this. This is a cluster right here. There we go. This is, from what I can tell, this looks like the emissions solenoids over on the passenger side fender well. That's definitely what those are. That's going to be a ground for something. This is, well, this is, oh, no, they just don't have those. That's your EEC4 connector, a ground. Which, why do they have a fusible link on a ground? Or actually, that's probably power. It's not black. And then this is definitely power. Yeah, these are going over to the starter solenoid. That fusible link was to burn up on somebody. What's funny is I don't see an S terminal. There it is. Is that it right there? Nope. Nope. Yeah, I don't see. I don't see the S terminal stuff here for the starter. Getting closer where I can see. I scared my wife. Don't speak with me, Sawad. Why do Americans love muscle cars? Why not? Those are good trucks too. You know Algeria? I do not know Algeria. The answer is why not love muscle cars and trucks? It's mainly about body style. Love the sporty look, but comfortability. I scared my wife. Don't speak to me, Swad. I'm married. I have no idea what any of that means. Maybe you guys do. I do not. Working our way down this trunk here. I just got a couple, all these emissions solenoid trunks to do. Down here at the end, well, these aren't emissions. This little conglomeration is, I don't know if this is alternator. Kind of feel maybe the alternator power. Nice country, North Africa. That's cool. Welcome to southwestern Pennsylvania. I would really like to get this harness done today. That's why I like older muscle trucks, because you don't have to worry about emissions. You doing a service on a harness, or are you just giving a look at it? Just looking at it. Rewiring, not rewiring, but going over the whole thing, redoing the tape, cleaning it up, making sure everything's in decent shape, that there's no breaks on the wires. This wiring harness is in so much better shape than the one that was on Pam. Pam's harness is in not good shape at all. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this was a terminating resistor for a CAN circuit. We all know that's not the case on this old truck. 1986 F-150 is what this is. It is fuel injected. This was Ford's first fuel injected V8 in a pickup truck. So that's why this harness, and that's why I'm trying to be, I wouldn't say I'm being delicate with it, but I am definitely giving it some love and tender care here, so that hopefully it lasts us at least until we sell the stupid thing. EGR and a diesel motor. All the new stuff has EGR. Trying to get the NOx down, trying to get the intake air temperature down. My favorite car is a 1967 or 66 GT40 Mark II, I believe, if you want to get so into the weeds with it. If the Australian is still with us, the Superformance from Australia is building one hell of a copy of it. It's actually the car, that's the kits that they used in the movie Ford v Ferrari, or the Superformance kits. And they say over 90% of the parts from the Superformance kit would work on the real GT40. How they got away with that? I mean, I guess there's no more, what would you call it, patents or anything like that on that stuff. AJ said a lot of these clips broke when he tore this stuff apart, but I'd say they're all in pretty decent shape. Full train. It looks like an O2 sensor, but I know better. Where is your hidden compartment in your car with the gun in it? Ford makes those. In the Super Duty, it's right under the center console. Right? Ooh, a fast cause and freedom. You guys like country and western music? That's funny. They treated that as a not a main. They're treating it as a trunk. Hey now. Okay. Green River. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Got 37 likes right now, 106 watchers. Been going on now for just about 2 hours. KJ is just about home from work. At which point, I'm hoping that he has, like he said he has, two or a couple rolls of black tape that he picked up on the way home so that I can finish out what I have gotten started here and be done with this harness, which is my goal. As of right now, got a little bit of stuff put away here today, a couple garbage cans emptied. My shoulders are killing me. Just take that the rest of the way off of there. Hmm. Just redoing a wiring harness here, guys. Waiting on some tape to come because I'm out of black tape. I'm using green tape right now at all of the junctions on this harness. What's up, George? I'm doing my most favorite thing in all the world. Wiring harness cleanup. Um, Close second. Body work is a close second. All right. That is that. Two more trunks. Waiting for a train, like fast cars and freedom. Do-do-do-do. 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 Am I going? My big toe. Which finger hurts? None of the fingers hurt. My stinking shoulders hurt. Are you going to use that tape? The tape I'm taking off, negative. It's all getting thrown away. I've got quite a mess of it here, too. I'm waiting on some new black tape to come, which should be here shortly. 1986 F-150 is what we are working on. Behind me, you can see the engine and the frame. That frame's been completely reworked. It's got, it was two-wheel drive. It is now four-wheel drive. It is a 302 sitting down in there. There's no transmission on it yet. That's still sitting outside waiting to be cleaned up and brought in. I am currently working on the wiring harness for said truck because it is fuel injected and we're leaving it fuel injected. So we're just going to clean this harness up as best we can and put it all back together. And like I said, so far, I'm very pleased with the condition of this wiring harness. I just need some black tape to finish it up. I have made a mess, that's for sure. Oh. Your dad has one. This is my son's truck that we are working on out here right now. Oh, all right. Well, I think I'm going to go get some firewood, put some firewood in the fire. Then hopefully KJ gets here soon with some black tape. Is that accidental? What's that, Marsh? Is what accidental? Me being so pretty? No, that was definitely intended. The thing behind me. No, that was intended as well. The thing behind me is a frame and engine for a 1986 F-150 that has been four-wheel drive swapped from a two-wheel drive. Uh, the rest of it is over there. That's the cab. That's the bed. And there's the front end of it. That's the front axle out of another one that we needed to steal some parts off of. 572 big block for sale, $8,000. That would be fun. Yep, we're showing that one. I know I am. Thank you very much. It's hard work to look this damn good. I would say for the last hour, I've been hard at it on this harness, trying to get everything all figured out and cleaned up, of which I have done. I'm just waiting on some black tape to finish it up. The green tape is all I had left, so that's what we did there for that. Got that all of the junctions and joints and everything all put back together. With the black tape, we'll finish that harness up and call that complete. Then I have another one up here to do. This one's not nearly as bad. Problem with this one is it's all soaked in oil. This is the injector harness. What's funny about these early fuel injections from Ford, if you can't tell, considering this is the main wire or the main plug back. They they fire side per side. Yeah, here's where the clips are broke. Ay caramba. That one they're both broke on. That one's got both of them. That one's got one. That one's good. That one's got both broke. That one they're good. And that one they're good. So we're gonna have to use some zippy ties on that to keep them on and not falling off. Is that a mistake or an accident? Is what he said. Is that an accident? Message retracted. Darn it. You giving it to me, 404. That would be I want to build what do I want to build? I want to build a truck. I want to build a Bronco. Man, I must be tired. I want to build a burnout Bronco, and I need a really, really big, high horsepower engine for that. I was thinking 460 dual turbo. That should get me where I need to be, but that's a lot going on. to keep it reliable. That's what's so nice about those stupid LSs is you can put all that horsepower in them and they're still reliable. All right, guys, I think that's where we're going to cut it for right now. We'll probably be back on later if you want to come back and check it out. Hopefully, we'll be into a little bit more stuff than we are currently. KJ's bringing me some tape home from work. And yep, like I said, I think that's about it for today, for right now. Appreciate everybody being with us. Appreciate all of you guys checking us out and sticking out with us here. 408-67 stroked. 460 doesn't make enough torque. Oh no, right? Yeah, I agree. 404. It definitely has to be more cubes in the 460. Probably have to punch it out and get it where it needs to be. But, all right. Appreciate everybody being here. We will see you all very soon. Like I said, probably once KJ gets back, we will fire up another live here and get things moving. Love you guys. Stay real. Talk to you soon. And